Okay, last one we're factoring, and these numbers are big. So 108, 270, and 462. We definitely want to try and get a greatest common factor. So I can see now that they're even. So I'm at least going to take out the 2, and then we'll see if we can do some more. So they all end in an even number. So 8, 0, 2. That means that you can take out a 2. So 2, and then we're left with 54 r squared minus 270 divided by 2 is 135. And then minus 462 divided by 2 is 231. And from here, I don't know if we can take something else out. We can't take out another 2 because they're not even. If you want to, you could try some numbers. The 231, oh, it divides by 3. 135 divides by 3. Yay. And 54 also divides by 3. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm going to take out a 3. So now out here I have a 6. I have 2 times 3. So 54 divided by 3 is 18. 135 divided by 3 is 45. And then that was 77. So from here, we're left with 18, 45, and 77. I think the tricky one is going to be 77. I think it's only 11 and 7. And 18 won't divide into either of those. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to stop, but that is a lot better. Look at how much smaller our numbers got. We went from 108 to 18. So that's why we like greatest common factor. So now our A is 18, B is negative 45, and C is negative 77. So we're going to multiply A times C. So 18 times negative 77 is negative 1386. So we want factors of 1386 that add or subtract to negative 45. So I'm just going to close all these that we did before. All right. So 1386, and we're trying to get to negative 45. So just start dividing until your numbers get smaller. So I'm in the 400s, 200s, 100s, 120, getting closer. What do we, I always forget. Negative 45. We're almost there. I'm going to put it right here so I don't forget. Okay. So 77 and 18 gets us in the 60s. We're almost there. 66 minus 21, 45, but we want negative. So we want 21 minus 66. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the 6 out, but it has to go in our final answer in factored form. So, but I'm just not going to keep writing it over and over. So right now we have 18r squared minus 45r minus 77. And we're going to rewrite the negative 45 using positive 21r minus 66r. And then we still have the first and last terms. Okay, now we group. So group, and look for greatest common factor. So these both have an r. And then our 18 and 21 both divide by 3. Again, I'm going to remind you to work on your times tables. It makes us go faster. So if you take out the 3r, 18 divided by 3 is 6, and then you have an r left over. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Okay, 66 and 77, I'm going to take out the negative because we want that to be positive, and we want 6r plus 7 left over. So do you see it? They both divide by 11. So negative 66 divided by negative 11 is positive 6, and then same positive 7. Okay, so what we took out is our first factor. And then the one that we wrote twice is our second factor. So if I check it, I'm going to take the first term in the first binomial times the whole second one. The second term in the second binomial, times the second binomial. So that's that step. Then we're going to multiply 18r squared. 3 times 7 is 21. 11 times 6 is 66. Oh, I messed up. I can already see it. These shouldn't both be positive. That needs to be negative. So that's when checking really helps. Negative and then negative 77. Remember, it needs to match this step. So our guess and check helped. And then these combine to negative 45. And then would be back where we started. So 3r minus 11 and 6r plus 7. And remember, we had a greatest common factor of 6 that we took out. You need to include that in your final answer, or else it'll mark it wrong.